Welcome back to Just Nuts, dudes and lady dudes. Today, guys, I believe we have the next Forbidden and Limited list revealed. See, it literally wasn't even loading it because I guess so many people are flooding in to take a look at this website at the moment to see what has been changed here. All right, we are loaded. I haven't really seen much. I heard two things, but I don't really remember that much else. But let's just take a look. I mean, I don't want to waste too much time. It's a ban list, man. It's a reaction. I'm so excited. The next one is supposed to happen January 13th or around there, which is nice. Just because it'll be before Ignition Assault, right before Magical Hero, stuff like that, if there's anything too crazy there. Oh man, we go first. Look at these new colors, by the way. But first, all right. Guard Dragon, Agripane, and Nightmare Mermaid both getting the chop. This is perfect. This is exactly what I said on my list. These were the only two cards I had wanting to get banned on my prediction list here, and I'm glad to see it. This will put a severe cap on Orcust. I don't know if a pure version will be playable or not. Leaning towards not. And then Guard Dragon Agripane, a nice curb to decks like Pendulums and also like Guard Dragon Link that can, or Dragon Link in general, that can just set up insane boards because of this, put up too many disruptions too easily because of this. So definitely like this, just bypassing the summoning mechanics of cards that shouldn't be bypassed, quite frankly, and seeing that go. So I love both of those. Great, perfect bans so far. Nothing else here, nothing else here. Okay, so that's it. That's it for the ban cards. Moving to limited cards. Okay, no monsters. No monsters, no rituals, no fusions, no links, no synchros, no XZ spells. Sky Striker, Mecha Widow, Anchor. Okay, so this is the next nick for the Sky Strikers, for Sky Strikers to see, and I think this is nice. I mean, I don't think this definitely doesn't like kill the deck. The deck is still not dead after this. We still have 3 engage, and as long as we have 3 engage, we got cycle ability out the butthole, so we'll be all right. But this does hurt it quite a bit because this is a card that going first is a disruption, going second it helps you break a board. It's very versatile, very good, and opening it is never bad in really any hand, right? So seeing this go down to 1 makes it a 1-of that you have to search off if you need to use it. So I do think it hurts the ability of strikers to go first and actually stall. I think this will weaken them in terms of like how long, like their ability to just keep up like more offensive decks off of them for a turn. And I think that will definitely lower their ability to compete at the top of the tiers. But I like this. I like this a lot. Cool. Still working. Oh, okay. So Dark Arm Dragon moves to semi-limited here. Does this matter? No. I mean, I would argue this doesn't matter at all. I haven't seen a single list that played Dark Arm Dragon when it was at 1. Even as just like a powerful 1-of you could draw in a dark deck that floods the graveyard with darks. It's just like doesn't really seem like it matters that much to me at 2. Like I think it's the same. I think they could put it at 3 and it's not a big deal. But I guess they're testing the waters, so nothing too crazy there. And then we have a bunch of cards moving off the list. All right, so let's just start with Chaos Emperor Dragon, Envoy of the End. This makes sense. It got the errata. It's not really that great. I mean, it wasn't that great with the errata, so before it was busted, now it's not. We see Destiny Hero Malicious coming off the list yet again after we saw this get banned, which is very interesting to me. I mean, this was like being abused in decks like Burning Abyss and other decks. The fact that it just get it engrave and you get 2 free monsters out of it is really, really strong. So we'll see if that comes into play with more link deck or more combo decks. I mean, we have more cards now. Nibiru, Dark Ruler, no more cards for going second that are just better in general going second against like combo decks. So maybe this card is a little more justifiable now at 3. Except if either the Heavenly Monarch, a lot of Monarch players would definitely be excited about this for sure. I think it's nice. I don't think it's insane, but I think it's fine. I think like the big problems with Monarchs is consistency anyway. So like in an event, I don't really see this being too big of a problem. Still a very powerful card, but without the consistency that Monarchs really need to be playable again, they need like Pantheism all the way back and stuff like that. So either cool, I'm cool with that. Stratos to 3, I believe it was at 2, and now it's at 3. So it was banned, and then it went to I think 1, 2, and now 3. So that's pretty cool. Just baby steps. I think this is fine. I mean, heroes don't really set up disruptions too much. So going first, they don't set up an insane board. They can put up a bunch of beat sticks and that can like float or have trouble to clear off the board. But other than that, like they don't set up negations. So a lot of decks can navigate that. And then going second, third, decent OTK deck. But yeah, I think this is fine. I think very, very powerful card, of course. But heroes don't have like the end game, the win condition. That's like that very clearly like Stratos would abuse. So without that win condition, Stratos is fine at 3, in my opinion. Inzektor Dragonfly, I actually put this in my list. If I could give 3 cards that would be fine going to 3, this was one of them. I think the other 2 didn't come off. No, they did not. But Dragonfly is fine. It was at 1 forever because the deck was so good way a couple years back. They put it at 2, nothing changed. Put it at 3. I mean, I don't really expect anything to change except for rogue / casual players that play Inzektors can possibly make a strategy there and maybe try and make something happen. Sure, Strategist of the Necros finally at 3. This is a nice extra just buff. I mean, this is what this has been like for a while now. Every ban list, it feels like we get one new card for Necros, like peeled off a little bit of the list to give them a little bit higher of a chance. Not much to say there, though. Nurse Necros getting a little bit better each and every ban list. El Shadal Construct. This is, I'm sure, is in prep for the structure deck that's going to come out in the OCG, I believe, early December. And so we should be learning, like, in the next, I don't know, month, we should be starting to find out some of the stuff coming on that, in that. And then we'll get a little bit after, probably. But pretty cool. I'm curious how good that stuff is because we know they have some insane boss monsters. I mean, we see Winda is like arguably, not even Winda getting banned, but like Instant Fusion, arguably like a bannable card just because of how abusable Winda is in like Orcus and stuff. And how just like strong that lock is. Like decks that can't special summon more than once a turn probably just lose. Like most decks just lose to that, other than maybe like Strikers and like some rogue decks like, not rogue, but like True Draco and like Subterrors that don't special. Like every other deck just like loses to Winda. And Construct is very oppressive, kind of in the same vein. So I'm curious, how good the structure deck will be and how abusable these boss monsters will end up being for them. But we'll just have to wait and see. I mean, the difference, like if it's at 1, I don't even know if they even use more than 1, but at 3 is fine. Royal Tribute. I have to look this up because this is definitely an older card. I don't even know off the top of my head because all these Royal cards are like so similar. So like I just want to look them up so I know which one is which. If you control Necro Valley, both players discard any monsters in their hands. Holy shnikes! So this is just like a straight up buff to Gravekeepers. Wow, that's crazy. That's actually crazy. Wow. Does this make the way for like possible Gravekeeper stun? Like going first, you could just put an Necro Valley on the board, use this, you're probably taking against anything but like what, I guess Strikers, you're ripping at least 2 cards out of your opponent's hand. That's just a straight up 2-for-1. As long as they're not dangers, like you're in the clear. I mean, they could float or they could be like Orcus monsters. Well, not now, but wow. Okay, that's pretty cool. Okay, I'm into that. Super Rejuvenation. I do remember seeing this card before, but I don't remember exactly what it does. So let's look. Super Rejuvenation. Quick play spell. During the end phase of the turn this card is activated. Draw a number of cards equal to the combined number of dragon-type monsters you discarded or tributed from your hand to your side of the field this turn. This is interesting. This seems like a pretty niche card. It's specifically discarded or tributed from hand or field. It definitely seems like it would be a pretty insane card. I mean, almost not on the level, but almost like Spellbook of Judgment, or not? Yeah, Spellbook of Judgment-esque, of just like that possible. I mean, given the right insane hand with the right deck build, draw 5 on the end phase, like something like that. Very powerful. We'll see if it actually comes up. It is slow. You're drawing on the end phase, so maybe that makes this not worth it. But definitely a powerful card, but I don't know if it really matters that much. But overall, guys, pretty. I said in my thing, I don't need a ton. Like, the only thing here that, like, I wish yugioh was at 1. I wish like Thunder Dragons maybe got a little nick, but they also haven't been topping that much, so like I'm a little conflicted on that. But other than that, we hit the stuff we needed. Mermaid and Agripane gone. Sky Striker see another hit here, because I'm pretty sure if Orcus get hit and Strikers don't on this list, Strikers just become like the best deck for sure, like in the format, just because it doesn't care about all these like new cards that just hurt combo decks, and it just plays right through that, and everybody else who's playing the combo decks does get hurt by that new stuff. So okay, I like this list. Wait, when does this go into effect? Is this going to go into effect immediately as of the 14th? Yes, effective from October 14th. So right on the 14th, it will be active and up and ready to go. That's actually so clean. This is also just such a huge step forward, I think, for Konami, like becoming more reliable with ban lists. Before, I mean, they were already getting better, but now this is like on the level of OCG. We get the list revealed before the actual due date for the list, and we just know we can get ready, we can prep for it. It's so nice for so many players. And it's just coming sooner, and I like that, being more up to date, because like not every ban list needs to be crazy. As long as every couple months they're hitting the most problematic cards, we should be good and be rotating formats regularly and efficiently, and I like that a lot. I'm really digging this. Good list, good shit, Konami. Just good list, very punctual. We have a new list scheduled for January 13th, so we'll be back. I made my prediction list yesterday, so that's perfect timing. I really did get close to not being good with that, but I did. I nailed it. Nice. I'm going to leave it there, though, guys. Let me know your opinions on this list, if you think there's anything they missed, if you think any of these things are wrong, if you don't think some of this stuff could have got released or hit. Let me know down below. I'm definitely curious to hear your thoughts on this, because I definitely got a good amount of feedback on my prediction list, but mine wasn't too far off from this, honestly. So thank you so much for watching, guys. As always, subscribe to the channel if you have not yet, and I'll catch you in the next format / video. Peace.